You are on India Today podcasts and you are in the Sledging Room.
You know, Saurabh and Kingshuk, when I was in school now, always I used to think about the final exams and then not live in the moment. And when Brian Lara, the legendary cricketer who was speaking on Star Sports today, he said that a lot of Indian players might have the World Cup selection in their mind. And he advised them beautifully. He recalled his own experience of having let such thoughts clutter his mind when he was playing a series, when he was waiting for an imminent selection. He was particularly talking about the likes of Yashasvi. Even he said Abhishek Sharma is someone who is doing well because of that. He might be harboring hopes of getting into the T20 World Cup. Sort of 2 weeks of IPL is almost over. Is over, I think. And if you have to, zero in on some major spots, let's discuss about the major spots, people who are in contention. Let's start with the openers, right?
Absolutely.
If you have to, slot in some openers now, Rohit Sharma gets a big tick. Whatever little we have seen of him, he has at least shown the intent. He's going to be the captain. So there is no doubt, touch wood, he doesn't have any injury issues. He'll be leading India and he'll be opening for us. But apart from that, can you pencil down, if you have to make a team sheet now, sir?
Yeah.
Today, if you both are to make a team sheet, can you pencil down 11 names, or how many names can you write with certainty that these players will be there after the 2 weeks of IPL from what you have seen?
So you are asking us to write that team sheet on the basis of their performances in the last 2 weeks?
If you listen, at
you
this
are
moment,
Ajit Agarkar.
at this moment,
I'm not.
how many players are confirmed as according to you?
I think they must have zeroed down on a lot of players.
Yeah.
And
If you have the option.
If I have the option. So, see, Rohit Sharma is going there. Definitely he should be there in that squad. Rinku Singh is going to be there. Bumrah is going to be there. Akshay Patel is going to be there for me. Kuldeep, despite that niggle, he has to be there because the way he bowled in the first game, it showed he should be there.
Yeah.
Chahal should get that reckoning because he has been picking wickets in...
You're not naming Virat Kohli as your fixed spot in World Cup team.
I am naming about the players who are... I feel they should be there in that first list.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. That
I did not say I have still not completed my list.
Yeah.
Had I completed my list, then you got a question that you did not name Virat Kohli. Simply.
Yeah. Before we entered the broadcast room, Kingshuk was hell-bent on talking about one topic.
Because, see, I don't know anything. I'll talk about Virat Kohli. Oh, Virat Kohli, strike rate, Virat
now
Kohli.
you clear it up for the audience now that if Virat Kohli is in your first list or not.
Definitely, he's going to bat at number 3 for me. If I have to select that squad, he has to bat at number 3. And I'll be very sorry to Yashasvi Jaiswal, but I won't pick him as an opener in that playing 11.
Yashasvi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not Abhishek Sharma or a Prithvi Shaw ahead of him? People who are performing, they should get their chances.
Yeah.
Why? Don't you agree?
I mean, this is Yashasvi's first slump since June last year.
I think since he picked up the bat to play cricket.
yeah. This is the first slump. Akash Chopra was talking on Jio Cinema and he said that it's not possible that Yashasvi will not score runs throughout the April. I mean, hope not. Yashasvi would hope not. But yeah, like you said, the first 2 weeks of it seems that Yashasvi been struggling so far. But just based on the merit of what he has done over the last 6-7 months, I think Yashasvi is also an automatic choice into the World Cup team.
Automatic choice, can we say that? Yes, he was penciled down as an opener.
He's
No,
not
that
an
is- that-
automatic
that is
choice.
my
because
automatic
he has
choice.
to fight with a lot of...
The opening spot looks like a crowded market, right? Fish
It is
market.
a crowded market.
Yeah.
Because you see, I'm not saying that Virat Kohli should open for India. I would not recommend that.
Yeah.
But Virat Kohli has been opening for RCB. Okay?
So there are at least some 5-6 options. Can
Yes.
you pencil down a few of them?
Gill, Shubman Gill. Okay?
Yeah.
Virat Kohli.
Ruturaj Gaikwad.
No, Ruturaj Gaikwad has not been the...
No, he was not in T20 frame of things.
He
I
was
think.
in-
Abhishek Sharma. Again,
Abhishek
you can
Sharma.
argue not in the T20 frame.
Abhishek
Sanju
Sharma.
Samson can open, has
he
the
can
ability to open.
Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah.
Because the way he has batted in 2 games.
And Lord KL Rahul.
KL Rahul, I don't see him in that scheme of T20, I think.
Yeah. You don't see him, but I think Ajit Agarkar is already seeing him in the T20.
Now that depends on him, Ajit
See,
Agarkar.
during a World Cup season, Saurabh, there are 2-3 players who will be in the quota. Okay?
Okay,
regardless
the
of whether you
quota
like
what comes here.
KL Rahul, out
Okay.
of nowhere, he'll come in.
R. Ashwin.
out of
Oh my
nowhere.
God.
I was, actually excited to see that promotion from Rajasthan Royals. When R. Ashwin was hitting those big sixes, I was thinking, okay, Rohit Sharma is penciling him down for a number 4 slot now this time for the World Cup. Pure batter, R. Ashwin. Go ahead. Yeah.
How many? So we have Rohit, we have Virat.
We have Gill.
You had
we have-
your fixed spots. You had mentioned Rohit, Virat, Rinku, Aksar, Kuldeep, Bumrah.
Bumrah. Now, the tough part comes. Suryakumar Yadav is the world number 1 T20 batter.
Yeah.
He has played his first game. Yes, he did not play a lot of games because BCCI did not want him to play.
Yeah.
Because it must be sure that he is going to play the T20 World Cup. So he should also be there in that.
Definitely.
Okay. Fair call.
Now, you know what my biggest concern is, there are two biggest concerns. One is Hardik Pandya. He was going to be a bowling all-rounder, fast bowling all-rounder. What has he done in this IPL?
You're captain till January.
Actually, he captain till January. What has he done in this IPL? So for the first 2 games, he comes up and bowls in the power play, picks up a couple of wickets, then gets thrashed by fans because Mumbai went on a 3-match losing streak.
But if you talk about those spells also, Saurabh, they were not very miserly
exactly.
spells. They were expensive
They're
spells.
expensive.
After he got thrashed by fans, he got thrashed by batters also in the power play.
Or you can say vice versa. He got thrashed by batters and then he got thrashed by. And then in the next 2 matches, he does not even bowl. Not even single over. So what is going on with Hardik Pandya? Where does he see himself?
So, Saurabh, if I am, encapsulating this into a broader argument, both of you are saying that opening spot and the all-rounder spot seems to be a concern at the moment, right?
And the fast bowling slot for me.
Fast bowling slots. Yeah.
Because apart from Bumrah, no other pacer who was supposed to impress us has impressed us.
Yeah.
I think like every World Cup campaign that India has or we have, the battle seems to be between assurity and risk. Whenever a World Cup happens, we tend to be biased towards the assureness of a player. So you see last year, 2022, Mohammad Shami comes back into the T20 World Cup fray. The challenge for the BCCI selectors is to find out that particular balance. That, okay, let's take a bit of risk, let's send Sanju Samson. Or should we look for an assurity in Rishabh Pant, who's been a verified batter, wicketkeeper, good thinker of cricket also, and now he's hit 250s in the IPL. What do we do here? I think the biggest concern of the Indian team will be that only. We will figure out our 15. I am sure of that. But the balance is going to be tricky this season.
Because when you play in West Indies, the T20 World Cup, you need good spinners. Spinners who can bat will be very helpful. So Akshar Patel, Ravindra Jadeja.
No, but when you talk about Hardik Pandya, why are we leaving out Ravindra Jadeja? What has he done in this IPL so far?
Nothing.
What has done in his T20 career so far?
Yeah, but you still
But he still
look at
plays
him
every
as
T20 World Cup.
Again,
You
but
still
that
look
again,
at him
that,
as-
that
yeah.
assurity, the
Yes.
sense of assurity that you get with Jadeja.
Like he's an
but he's
I-
a three-dimensional player.
No, I have a feeling that if you take Jadeja this time for the T20 World Cup and if you have Hardik in this form, once again we are letting our viewers and listeners know that it's just the 2 weeks of IPL, things can change. Hardik Pandya can go on to win the IPL. Ravindra Jadeja can hit 400 runs from here. Yashasvi can again score a couple of hundreds.
Absolutely.
But from what we have seen,
Yes.
I have a feeling that Jadeja might not get the nod for the World Cup because he has been. If MS Dhoni, who's 42 years old, is denying singles to that man,
Yeah.
then it speaks volumes about the confidence that the team has in him. Even if Chennai Super Kings, who have been backing their players so much, if they are not willing to do it, and regardless of all that, he has gotten 20 balls to face in every IPL match, but he hasn't scored even at a strike rate of 150. And that's a big concern. And if Akshar Patel, if he's continuously getting denied opportunities to bat higher up the order at Delhi Capitals, who will you pick for the all-rounder spot? Hardik Pandya, a little dicey. Yes, all of these guys have the pedigree, they have performed at the highest level, but there is something called form and confidence, right? At the moment, I don't see that in either of these 3 players.
No, but with Akshar Patel,
any of these 3 players.
Akshar Patel, what I believe is, whenever he plays for DC, he never gets that backing from the management. And that is why he struggles. Because you're not giving that man opportunity to bat up the order.
Which is so odd.
Yes,
so odd.
Absolutely absurd. But when that same player comes and plays for India, You see how well he has performed with
Yeah.
the bat in Tests, T20Is and ODIs.
Yeah.
So if you back him, Rohit Sharma backs his players, Dravid backs his players. Akshay Patel will be a very good pick because whenever he gets the chances, he will prove it.
And I think in the last tour to West Indies, he scored some runs also there, in ODIs.
And before that also in the IPL, he was not that good because he was not getting opportunities. He was coming
No,
by
he was great in the last IPL, but he got ridiculously low opportunities
That
to
is
bat.
what I'm saying.
So he came out and he said that I would love to bat up the order.
So
Yes.
both
Because
of
he
you
was-
are agreeing that Akshar ahead of Jadeja for the T20 World
Yeah,
Cup.
definitely.
T20 is
100%.
Akshar has to be there.
And Hardik a certainty?
Yes, I
Right
think
now
so.
he is because Shivam Dube is not bowling at CSK. He has been very
Hardik
good
has
with the
also
bat.
not been bowling for the last 2 matches. I don't know
but-
whether
but-
it's a niggle or whether it's a conscious
But
decision
Hardik
to
bowled in
preserve
the
him.
first couple of matches. Shivam Dube has not bowled a single over.
Yeah.
Hardik's decisions are based on his captaincy acumen. I don't think if Rohit Sharma is the captain in the T20 World Cup, he goes to Hardik Pandya, gives him the new ball and tells him, decide which end you want to bowl through. I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be Jasprit Bumrah with the new ball.
But there are injury issues with Hardik always happening, right? So can you just rule out Shivam Dube from the roster? I would rather prefer Shivam Dube as a specialist batter itself in the squad. If you want to hit spinners, there's no one better doing that right
Absolutely. He has shown his pedigree.
I think the numbers are pretty limited in terms of the middle order slots. We are already talking that
now. See, Rinku
there's
Singh, you
so
can't
much.
touch his place.
No, forget Rinku Singh. Rinku Singh is an assured
KL
spot.
Rahul, so you can't touch his place at number 5.
Yeah.
I want to forget KL Rahul, but the team management won't forget him.
The question is, how many keepers do you carry and how many top orders bat do you carry?
Why
Because
can't they carry
potentially
11 keepers?
Oh.
Like DC have done. Selected 8 keepers in their playing in their squad.
While we are at it, ask Tala Dhoni to come back also.
See, since we have been going around talking about the potential picks, do you think time is right for Sanju Samson to be included in a World Cup this time? Like, he has
100%.
missed a couple of berths.
You know, as a wicket keeper, because we are talking about top order all-rounders, how many wicket keepers have performed in this IPL?
Yeah.
Ishan Kishan has not been. He has got off to starts but never converted them. 10 balls, 12 balls, 28, 24.
Yeah.
KL Rahul, absolutely absurd. He has scored 123 runs at a cycle of 120. Rishabh Pant, you know, people are saying Rishabh Pant has hit runs, but I have my reservations with Rishabh Pant. Because when he was playing for DC, he has not been able to judge those catches behind the way. When there is an edge, he is not sure that the ball has taken an edge or not. As a keeper, you need that keeper to be fully attentive. He can't come out and say, okay, it was so much noise, I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
So Sanju Samson has to be there. Before the IPL started, I was expecting Jitesh Sharma to be there, but he has not been in the best of forms with the bat. So he's not going to be there. Rishabh Pant might get a go, but Sanju Samson has to be there as a wicketkeeper batter, if you ask me.
I think you know what will happen. Samson will get selected, and then we will see a name Rishabh Pant with a star mark beside his name saying subject to fitness. And Rishabh Pant will be playing ahead of Sanju Samson in the first match.
You know, when Virat Kohli
India
was the
play the World Cup.
captain in 2021, right? 2021 World Cup, he led India. I think Virat and at that time Ravi Shastri, were the head coach, they were both saying that 12 months before the World Cup, they were quite fixed about the team. And I still remember Virat saying that IPL which was happening just before the World Cup, like September, there was because of COVID-19 pandemic,
Broken IPL.
the second half of the IPL in 2021 was held in the UAE. Virat mentioned clearly that this IPL will have no bearing in the team selection.
Yes.
Yes.
True. Yeah.
So I think we are not in that boat anymore. I think the selectors are keeping a close eye. But to rule Jitesh Sharma out just because of a couple of bad games is something that he has been backed, right? But with Rishabh Pant coming back, I still think that Jitesh Sharma should get the nod ahead of Sanju Samson. If you want Sanju Samson, then take him as a batter. But again, you have only 15 slots.
What I believe is, where you are right, Jitesh Sharma is a proven finisher.
Yeah.
Sanju Samson has to
No,
bat.
Sanju Samson has not finished at all. Yes.
Has to bat in the top order. If you can play.
He's already crowded top order.
And Rishabh Pant, whatever you have seen, okay, he has hit 250s, good, we are very happy. But he's still very far from that match fitness of playing T20
But
World
we
Cup.
have Rinku as the finisher. I don't think finisher spot is a problem at the moment. I mean, Sanju can bat at 4, Sanju can bat at 5.
You don't need a wicketkeeper who bats in top order. Do you need a wicketkeeper who bats in top
But
order?
it doesn't matter now because we
See,
already
why
have
I'm
that
saying
finisher
this,
spot.
Why I'm saying this?
Settled.
If you're talking about the finisher spot, you say about top order. Okay, Rohit is going to open. Either Yashasvi, because he has been very good, so he will be opening. Then you have Virat, Surya, Hardik. Then you have got Rinku. So that top order is fixed. Top and
I'm saying slot Samson ahead of Hardik. That's fine.
See, already
Hardik
in a
can come after
T20 game,
Samson.
if Rohit and Yashasvi are batting, say, 6 overs, Virat bats the next 4 overs. Surya batting at number 4 itself is a big mistake.
True.
Absolutely.
The world number 1 T20 batter not getting
He should
enough
be getting the
opportunities,
most balls.
most number of balls,
True.
is itself a mistake. Now, there's no point slotting in a Sanju, Hardik, Rinku.
Akshar, Rinku, how many batters will you-
How many batters will you have?
But when you say that, the picture that you have already in your head is
12
that
for 3.
you actually have 80 for 2 in 12 overs. You are already thinking that Rohit and Virat have planted themselves and everybody is batting around them. So that brings us to approach, that what we should be doing in a T20 World Cup. Should we continue to do what we did the last 2 times and we lost horribly, horribly. 2021, so let's not talk about, I have erased that from my memory altogether.
2022 semi-final we reached, but we suffered a 10-wicket defeat.
Yeah, because we
Were
just did not
hammered.
score enough runs on a flat deck, right?
Yeah.
So we can't afford that, ideally speaking.
Yeah.
Brian Lara, again, the same press
Strike
conference that you
the
attended.
strike rate merchants should go and check Rohit Sharma's strike rate in that T20 World Cup semi-final.
Rohit Sharma has, apart from the 2007 T20 World Cup, Rohit Sharma has done jack in T20 World Cups.
Yeah.
But people will back him, nobody will question him.
Yeah, but then the argument would be that in 2023, he did come out himself and say that we have to change the white ball approach. We have to change the white ball approach. And he did change it.
How many T20 games did he play?
0.
No, he scored 100 against Afghanistan. If you
Oh, that is 2024.
Recently.
He
Yeah,
said 2023.
Yes, exactly.
He said
So,
2023.
Kinshuk, if you're talking about all this there, then the criticism of Virat Kohli.
Yes, come out now.
No. When you talk about strike rates, when
Yeah.
you talk about how Rohit Sharma has changed his approach,
Yeah.
to give a little bit more context to our listeners and viewers, Virat scored 113 of 72 balls. But RCB ended up scoring 183.
Yeah.
Right. And there was criticism saying that Virat probably might be the reason because he batted more than half of the team's total and he couldn't get going at certain phases and 4 runs were scored in the 19th over.
Yes.
Saurabh, is it fair to criticize Virat? Is it fair to criticize Virat for that approach? Or how do you look at it? Like,
See, I know where Kingshuk is going. We all know because he has been, from last 2 days, he has been talking about Virat. How can you bat like this? Strike it. Yeah. Okay. I agree with one of his things, and that is Virat Kohli cannot be taking singles in the 18th-19th over.
Yeah.
But to blame Virat Kohli for that whole RCB failure is wrong. It's absolutely absurd because the team management, he's not the captain.
Yeah.
By the way, he's not the captain. Faf is the captain. Faf is an absolute failure this season. What they have done is a bowler performs for them. An uncapped Indian bowler was very good. Vijay Vashak Kumar, they drop him the next game.
yeah.
Then they have got a Mahipal Lomro. He comes out, bat swinging, scores some 34 runs of 14 balls.
Yeah.
They drop him again the next match.
Yeah, which is very weird.
This is the team management's call. Virat Kohli is not the captain. He's not the coach. Yes, he is their star player. I understand that. And he did score 100, which was slow. Slowest 100 on Indian soil in IPL.
Joint slowest.
Slowest in IPL and slowest on Indian soil. Fine, I understand that. But you can't pin everything on Virat. Because what are the other batters doing? If you are saying that Virat Kohli scored 100 but he was very slow and that is why the team scored 180, what happened in the other matches when Virat Kohli failed? How much runs did your team score? Your team got bundled out for 130, 140, 153. Because no other batter took any responsibility. No other batter. A semi-retired Dinesh Karthik is coming and finishing matches for you.
The only game that RCB won,
Yes.
it was because of Dinesh Karthik's
Dinesh Karthik, Lomrod, Rawat.
late blitz.
Yes.
So, Kinshuk, where is your argument then? Why are we criticizing Virat Kohli now?
So that was the only argument that I had actually with that when I was talking to Saurav for a couple of days, is that if you are playing more than half of the balls, actually, let's rewind that. I think when Kohli plays such an innings and when it comes off, it looks really good. But for the major part of those sensational moments, you will see Kohli chasing a target. He can soak in and then he can launch the late blitz because he has a score in his head.
Yes.
My problem is when Virat Kohli comes to bat first and then he dawdles. More important for me than that 183 runs is that they just lost 3 wickets, yaar. 3-4 wickets. So the best batters of your team at the moment, bar Kohli, did not even come out to bat. So how do you... Karthik Karthik is what I'm talking
But
about.
they have designated Karthik in number 7 position.
That
He's a
is what
finisher.
I'm saying.
See,
That is
why
what
did
I'm
you- why
arguing.
did
That
they
This
say-
is,
that is a waste of resource.
hate that Virat Kohli gets, right?
Yeah. Why?
Your best batters
Wait,
haven't come out to bat. Sort of analyze that argument. Faf,
Listen to
Maxwell.
Wait.
Cam
Best
Green,
batters
all
this
of them
season.
came.
Best batters this season. Cam Green is a different
Was
case.
Virat Kohli sitting in that dugout and
Cam Green
Then
is
do
a-
one thing.
no.
Then if you want your best batters to play, ask Dinesh Karthik to open the innings. Drop Faf du Plessis.
Yes.
That is what RCB have essentially done. They have picked a opener, a top order batter, and they have slotted him in at number 5, Cameron Green. So that's messed up in the first place. What I am saying is that if you have 7 resources, then maximize those resources. My problem with Kohli is exactly what you pointed out, is that in the 19th over, he cannot take 4 singles. That's the time to hit sixes. You get out in the second ball, no problem. Let the designated finisher come
19th over,
and get the job done.
Yeah, 19th over, 4 runs were scored. It was not Kohli who took 4 singles.
He took
Your
2.
best finisher, Cameron Green,
Cameron
was
Green
there.
Again, he's
at the
not a
other end.
finisher. That is what I'm saying. You're playing him at the wrong place.
Yeah.
So
See, what I'm simply saying is, all
And
this criticism-
one of Kohli's slowest innings this season is one of my favorites. That 77 runs that he scored against Punjab, I guess, on a sticky track.
Yeah.
I am completely fine with that. I lauded that innings. It's one of his best that he has played in the IPL. What I am arguing is that when you're batting first, on a deck that you have hit sixes all around the par,
See,
183 cannot be par.
What I'm saying is, I'm not worried about whether RCB win or lose. It doesn't matter at all. What was irking me was the kind of reactions that a section of social media put that day. Saying that, okay, we have lost the World Cup if Kohli plays it.
what? Yes. What
Okay.
is this? What is this?
What kind of assessment is that? Kohli is not going to play with a team that has Patidar, Anuj Rawat, Mahipal Umrah, for all that.
Exactly.
Yeah, for all that he has done. He is not an established cricketer. He's not proven himself at the highest level consistently. He's going to bat with Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh to follow him, right? So that approach, and if you see that one match he played against Afghanistan, he did not have to do it, but he scored at a quick pace. He is going to be a power play basher. I am not averse to the idea, as in you both might not agree. I am not averse to the idea of playing Rohit and Kohli at the top to maximize someone like Samson as a pure batter.
No.
For the World Cup.
I don't agree with that.
That is as
Kohli
wrong as
has to
it
bat at
can.
number 3. Your 2 most experienced batters can't open, and if they get out because you know what
There is a
happened.
little bit merit in his argument where he says that Kohli is a power play basher.
No, what
Stats
I-
have
what
proved
I-
that this season.
what I will-
but
what I will
where
working.
you're wrong is that when Kohli goes out of the power play, he just shuts down. Against they'll invariably bowl left arm.
If you see India's batting in last 2 T20 World Cup, for example, that Pakistan game in 2021, had Virat Kohli not come at number 3, had Virat Kohli not stopped, we would not even have scored 150. We would have got Buttler for 110.
the chase.
No, the first game in which Pakistan defeated us by 10 wickets.
Acha, yeah.
Okay, then comes the chase innings. There also Virat Kohli came out to bat at number 3. Had Virat Kohli not taken his time, got it into his position, India would not have won that match.
No, that's a magical innings. He was struggling as
He
hell.
plays that magical innings because he knows how to time his
In
innings.
chase, that's what I'm saying. In chase.
But
In chase.
as an no, against when he scored that first T20 against Afghanistan, he was not chasing anything.
That after that 2022
Asia Cup.
Asia Cup.
Asia Cup, ignore. Yeah, this is high stakes we're talking about. All the
you ignore everything that he has done.
India
Talk about-
have flopped.
He will talk about
nonsense.
IPL, but you will ignore international
IPL
cricket.
is the
India,
most.
see that's Asia Cup. We had nothing to lose in that game. We were already out of Asia Cup, and he scored. Okay, all the high stakes games in the 2021 World Cup, India flopped because they were
Asked to set a target.
not asked to set a target. They were very defending with their approach, and not just Kohli. The top 3.
Kohli
The
was
top
not
3 had a
defending.
problem. Kohli was also defending, but
Kohli
he
was the one scoring
got us
those
to
runs.
150 in
Kohli was
against
the one-
Pakistan.
Kohli was the one scoring those runs.
Rohit Sharma.
Your notable Rohit Sharma.
Rohit
with all
Sharma-
due respect to Rohit
No,
Sharma,
listen
he has been
to
a
me.
big flop in T20 World Cup. Big flop. He will flop this time also. I will give it to
He's
you.
your captain and he'll play, yeah.
He'll
But
flop,
what I'm
I'm
saying
telling
is
you.
that since 2023, they have tried to change that approach. We started with Akshay's argument of playing Kohli at the power play. I'm saying that Kohli is very good in the power play. He does take it on, but he slows down later on.
Can
due
we
to
retire
spin.
him out after that?
You know
after
what?
the power play?
They should
you know
think
why
of that
I
option.
don't think Rohit Sharma
Do it the
Virat Kohli should
Ashwin way.
open. Because you are saying Virat Kohli maximizes the power play. You know, a certain Yashasvi Jaiswal or a Shubman Gill or Abhishek Sharma, if he plays, if he gets a chance,
No,
or a
not
Prithvi Shaw, No, I am saying if he gets a chance, nobody knows what will happen.
Yeah.
Nobody expected Varun Chakravarti to play the T20 World Cup. He played the T20 World Cup.
If Abhishek Sharma scores a series of 400s,
He will go on to maximize that power play into double, triple, quadruple.
yeah.
Any of these young batters more than Kohli in that power play.
Sorry, what?
You will not understand this thing because you're
Yeah,
not.
power play. Saurabh,
No.
what Saurabh is saying is, if Kohli is scoring 20 of 12 balls in the power play, a certain Abhishek can score 40 of 12 balls in the power play. See, I understand your argument that Kohli slows down after the power play.
Virat Kohli can only do very, very well outside of the power play if he's paired with a spin hitter. Because Kohli can't.
Definitely.
Kohli can't.
He
So
should be paired with a spin hitter.
It is absolutely crucial
But
for
like
India.
Saurabh said, if you lose a couple of wickets at the top,
Yeah.
there is
then,
no one else.
Then what does
who
Kohli
can-
do, right?
What does Kohli do is not a question. You need
What does
Kohli
your
there.
team do without Virat Kohli in last
Exactly.
20 World Cups? You tell me. All these spin
this-
hitters you're
the-
talking
I am-
about, what have they done in last 20 World Cups?
Yeah.
We name one of those.
India have been a collective failure in the last
Now you'll
2
come to
World
India
Cups.
again.
Right?
This is you don't
This is
have
the
what
kind
you
of
want.
criticism that Kohli
No.
has to deal with. Yeah, I'm very sorry.
When Kohli
But
comes
how
out
is
and
that
says,
wrong?
I shut outside, he's right.
Yes,
He's
How is
right.
that
This
wrong?
kind of noise he doesn't have to hear at all.
What is exactly
Every
the
T20
noise here?
World Cup you play, every
Yes.
ICC tournament you play,
Yeah.
Shikhar Dhawan and Kohli have been the man who is scoring those runs.
Even if you bring Shikhar Dhawan to USA and the West Indies, he'll score decently.
Yes.
So I think, this kind of criticism that Kohli has been facing over the years.
And I believe when Kohli
Yeah.
comes out and says that
Yeah.
I shut out outside noise, he's right.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he has to do for India. He has been doing that.
Yeah.
These people on social media like Kingshuk,
Yeah.
they will come out and
Kohli's
question.
set approach will put India in trouble, which has put India in trouble in the last 2
And
World
in-
Cups.
and Kohli's approach has bailed India out also.
India's collective failure, which if the Indian captain has come out and said that, listen, we were too conservative in the last 2 World Cups
England
and we needed
won
to
the
change
last
that.
T20 World Cup.
Hold on.
I will give you one example.
No,
for example.
what?
Yes, I will give you one example. England won the last T20 World Cup. Ben Stokes was an absolute failure.
Yeah.
One game, one final, he just survives.
Yeah, survives.
And does what Kohli does.
True.
Not even with that.
Great
assurity.
example.
Yes, not
that final, Pakistan were so defensive with their batting approach that they did not have enough
That
runs to
pitch-
defend.
that pitch was-
So forget the
what
pitch.
will
It was
Kohli do?
3
How will you
fast
forget the pitch?
bowlers.
How will you forget the pitch?
It was 3 fast bowlers that ripped into England.
No.
If
They,
would,
did not pitch the ball itself. 40 overs of full toss bowling.
I mean,
Ignore the pitch.
this
what?
guy
I am
has
just
no
saying that
uses,
it was
yaar.
Pakistan
See,
pace
you
bowlers.
hate Virat Kohli.
It's
Why do
not
you hate Virat
hate.
Kohli?
The
yaar?
major
It's
thing-
not hate.
the
We-
major
I am-
aspect
Except
we
that
have
your
been-
Rohit Sharma has not been able to do anything for India in T20 World Cups.
Yes.
He has not.
Yes, except that your
That
Rohit Sharma is a
is
failure.
that is
See,
not even
when-
an argument.
even-
But what has
even
Kohli
if
done in
Kohli
the World
fans,
Cup?
I
yaar?
hate RCB,
What
but
has
see
Kohli
this
done
guy,
in a World
his
Cup?
What
agenda,
has
his
Kohli done in
agenda.
a
What has
T20
Kohli
World
done
Cup
in a
in the
World
last
Cup?
2 World
Kingshuk
Cups?
was
yaar.
born in January.
Where are you?
Kingshuk was born in January and he didn't see the
I
Melbourne
believe
innings.
that I will not be talking to these kind of guys who don't even know what Kohli has done.
You can't argue. You
See,
can't just keep arguing that
even your
Kohli-
argument saying that a fixed approach.
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma clearly said before the Afghanistan series when both of them returned that we want to change our approach.
Yeah.
How many runs did Kohli score in that knock?
You tell
20
me.
odd of some 10-11 balls.
I'm very fine with that. I'm very fine with that idea. That is what I'm trying to argue. You guys are fixed on defending Kohli here. I'm
No,
just
I
talking
know.
about the
We are-
approach.
we are stressing
I'm
the
just-
importance of Kohli.
Wait. Who was the
I am. Wait.
In this
enough.
No,
Calm
no,
down.
wait,
Calm down.
wait.
Calm down.
I was the first
You
one.
have to
I
calm
was the
down.
first
You
one.
were no one.
I was the
one voice so that there is not a lot of interference.
Yeah.
The problem is this.
So
guy-
calm
You go
down.
first. Saurabh, you go first.
I was the first one who said that I had a problem with Kohli taking singles in 19th over. I was the one. He was not the one.
Yes.
Okay. But then if you question Kohli's entire T20 World Cup stats,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to talk to you.
Yeah, and the pitches in West Indies, Saurabh and Kingshuk, both of you keep that in mind.
That.
It might not be flat tracks. It might not be like
What
an
do you
England
think?
tracks.
What do you think they're going to turn out to be? The West Indies
it might
pitches.
be slow and low.
Slow
Traditional
and low
West
as
Indies
hell.
pitches.
Yeah.
If you come to India, what will you
Agreed.
think? Okay, spin tracks. Similarly, if you go to West Indies, you will think about slow and low pitches.
It'll be terrible.
But it might play differently. But when you have that when you think about a World Cup in West Indies, the first thought that comes to is sluggish pitches.
Very much. Like we have seen in CPL over the last several years that whenever they play in August, they are very slow in nature.
Yes,
I don't know
okay,
what
don't
was
run away.
Don't run away from that argument.
No, I'm coming back to it.
In that argument, what were you about to say?
I was about to say that.
That Kohli has not done enough in T20 World Cups for India.
I am fine with whatever Kohli does in the power play, whatever intent. Like you say that in January, he did come out with a severe intent. But if he continues to do what he did for RCB in the RR game in particular, we are in trouble. That is all I'm saying.
This is what my problem is.
Yeah.
Because you have to
RCB
make
Akshay
that.
explained it 10 minutes back in the
That
same
is what I'm
podcast
saying.
that Akshay is explained it that Virat Kohli batting for RCB is a different thing. Virat Kohli batting for India is a different thing because he has a different batters.
I
batters to
really
back
hope
him
so.
up.
I really hope so.
No, he has proved it.
I really
Earlier
hope so.
Also.
See, even if Virat Kohli did the same thing with AB de Villiers, he used to do the same thing with AB de Villiers.
Yeah.
AB de Villiers used to take the score to 220.
Absolutely.
So you need that power, like you yourself said. Pair him with a spin hitter.
Exact. That is what I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. But my point is also about maximizing the resources that you have, because you are invariably going to bat till Aksar, which is, let's say, number 8, at least number 8.
Number 7, number 8, yeah.
Number 7 though will be the wicketkeeper only. Whoever plays. If Jitesh plays or Pant plays, they
then you will have Akshay at
or
number 8,
Rinku
only 3
plays.
bowlers.
Hardik as your bowling
So you will have
fast bowling
Bumrah as your
all-rounder.
pacer,
Yeah.
Kuldeep and Akshay as your spinners,
Yeah.
and at least one more pacer.
And
right?
one more pacer. That's what I'm saying. So number 8 has to be your final batter. And Aksar is a top batter, yaar.
Mine kya tha?
No, we did not talk about him.
No, forget him.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that if India lose 4 wickets and they get to 160, I have a big problem with that, because Aksar was sitting at the back, Jitesh was sitting at the back, and Rinku was sitting at the back, and they did not get enough balls to hit.
You are
that's
talking
what I'm
about something that has not happened, first of all.
That happened in the 2022 semi-final.
Yeah.
If that happened, it will be a collective failure and it will not
Again.
be Virat Kohli.
Oh, so
Virat
now
Kohli.
you're talking about collective failure after bashing me on collective failure.
No, what I'm
No,
saying
because
is,
you
go
are
and
saying
look at the
this.
That's a big
scorecard.
one, man.
If Virat Kohli is scoring, Virat Kohli will certainly never score 40 of 50
Yeah.
in a T20 World Cup match,
Yeah.
when the others are going at 200, 250.
If
If the pitch is good,
do what you did
there is
against
no one.
Do what you did against Afghanistan, man. Just don't follow your IPL template or India's
Again,
2021-2022
this
template.
IPL.
This is what
I'm
irked
saying.
me. When Virat Kohli plays
It
a
should
particular
irk you.
knock for RCB, it doesn't determine how he's going to play for India, or it doesn't determine how India is going to play in the World Cup.
I hope so, because 2021 and 2022 we have played like that.
It's not
We
because
have a
of Virat
verifiable
Kohli and
hist-
King Shuk. It's because
Collective
of people
failure.
who
I
have...
agree. I completely agree. That is what I'm saying.
You know,
So why
the-
are we even
when we-
criticizing Virat Kohli
when
for
we
that?
talk
KL
about the top
Rahul
order,
couldn't score runs.
when our top
Rohit
order-
Sharma
Yes.
in 2022 World
What
Cup
has he
didn't
done?
even score
What did he
100
do?
runs.
What did he do? He was the captain.
104 runs, I think. Right?
When Virat was the
The
captain, he was
Kohli
doing his job.
Rajasthan knock is divisive because RCB lost only 4 wickets and
The
scored
Kohli-
20
it's
runs
RCB.
below par.
Because
Why
it's RCB.
are these people
If
not
Glenn
understanding? Why
Maxwell
are they
gets
bringing
out for
IPL
a
into
duck,
international cricket, yaar?
if Glenn Maxwell gets out for a duck on that pitch,
Varun
you will
Chakravarti-
question
don't-
him.
Give me one more example. Varun Chakravarti was a match winner for KKR in 2021.
Yeah.
What happened in that T20 World Cup?
He dropped form in the second half.
He dropped
Chahal
form because
was-
he
Chahal
was not
was
used,
massive.
He was not used as he was used for KKR. There are differences in playing for a team in
Yeah.
IPL and differences.
That's
You have got
again a
four-
great point, because now you are questioning basically that Kohli at number 3, he has not done it in IPL. How does he immediately adjust within a space of 5 days?
Because he has been batting for India at number
Because he
3
has
only.
never played T20s
No,
for
no.
India. Na? He's going to make his debut in the World Cup. He's a young kid.
Who
whom
is the
they
highest
have-
score? Babar Azam or Martin Guptill?
Yeah, Martin
Or-
Guptill.
you can troll as much as you want.
But
No,
Rohit,
we are not- see-
Rohit Sharma has a career aggregate of 170, right?
We are not... See, the unfair criticism of Kohli
Do you
in
know-
this
do you know-
format...
How is the Rajasthan match an unfair criticism for
That is
Kohli?
what-
Explain
okay,
to me
you
that.
know,
yeah.
You do one thing.
You are stuck
You
to
do
the
one
Rajasthan
thing.
match.
Let's
You do
absolutely
one
move
thing.
out of
Let's
this.
end this podcast here.
Yeah.
You play the podcast again.
Sure.
And then listen to your own arguments.
Sure.
You will understand what is the, what is the confusion here.
So Virat Kohli's strike rate in T20s.
yeah.
T20 I's is 139.
Yeah.
What is Rohit Sharma's strike rate in T20 I's?
220.
133. But Virat Kohli is the
No,
problem.
Don't speak numbers. Don't speak numbers.
Virat Kohli is the problem.
Yeah. Virat Kohli is
I
the
will let
problem.
it
Let's
here.
let's end this
Oh,
podcast. Virat,
fine, let's
Virat
say
Kohli
Rohit
is the
Sharma strike
problem.
rate in this
Unless and
IPL. No,
until you
then.
bring meaningful numbers in,
Yeah.
that is the problem.
Okay.
On this note, we have to ask our
Yes,
ask listeners
ask
and
the
viewers,
listeners. Yes.
viewers also, because this is this is dividing people, right, on social media. There are strong arguments, albeit not backed by numbers.
But what is Virat Kohli's strike rate in this IPL?
Again IPL, again IPL.
140 and 150. No way. So you're talking about the entire
that's
cycle of
exactly
players.
World Cup
And
playing for India is a different thing than playing in IPL. You're
It
not saying one simple
absolutely
thing.
is.
Playing in a
absolutely is.
dysfunctional RCB setup,
Yes.
not knowing who will bat, who will score runs, is a very difficult task, Kingshuk.
if you play 72
If he is
balls, you
playing
can't
for
blame
Mumbai
it on the
Indians-
whole dysfunctional RCB setup. Yeah,
It
that
is
is
a
not
dysfunctional.
okay.
It is a dysfunctional. Where are
That
you?
is
This-
not okay.
Kingshuk,
If
That
he
is a
knows-
separate argument
You are a
altogether.
separate
If he
argument. You
knows-
yourself are a separate argument.
If he knows
Talk
that
sense. Don't
You
talk
don't have
whatever
sense.
comes on your
You
mouth
don't
and
have any
lands
sense.
and blurt it
People
out.
will listen and say, why do you keep this nonsense guy here?
Now we three have argued enough. It's time for let our listeners and viewers argue about this and leave their comments. Tell who's right and who's wrong. Whether
please,
they think
please.
that Virat Kohli should go to the T20 World Cup, which I think, in my humble opinion, is a given. He should go to the T20 World Cup.
Automatic choice.
But whether the criticism of how he has been playing and how he has been approaching in his innings for RCB and how he has played for India in the past is worth criticizing. Thanks for tuning in. You can send in your feedback on 8588966996. You could also email on pods@indiatoday.com. If you're listening to this on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast and Spotify, please do rate us. And like we always say, and especially for this episode, if you had watched us on YouTube, please leave your comments. Thank you. Have a great week.
You are on India Today Podcasts, and you are in the Sledging Room.